So let's take a look at, let me take this off. Let me take this off, and we are ready to solve this one. So let me see, we're gonna put in this one, 7, and the keyword is equivalent. We're looking for something that is equivalent. So those are the only keywords. Make sure it has a thing. Okay, it's working. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna input this one into Desmos, and we're just gonna input 7 square roots of 45. That's it. So it's 7 square roots of 45, and that gives you a value like that, 90, what is it, 46.95. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna check every single one of these to find out which one is equivalent, and whenever you find one that is equal, then that is the correct answer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in 12 square roots of 3. Is that one equal? No. Then we're gonna put in the next one, 35 square roots of 3. 60, not equal to 46. If I don't want to put them all in there, I can just go one at a time. This one is not equal. I'm looking for something that's equal to 7 square roots of 45. Then I put in the third one, and it is 10 square roots of 5. Equal? No, right? And then letter D is 21 square roots of 5. Equal? There you go. Hi. Hi. You? Okay, so the answer is letter D for this one. Okay, so let's take a look at number 2. They're saying which graph quadratic function is represented. We have a vertex right here. We have an x-intercept right here, which is -5. And we have an x-intercept here, which is -3. Now they're asking for which function is best represented by the graph. And then they give you something called h of x, h of x, h of x. Really, we don't need to know h of x, so all we do is put x's on the h of x. We don't want to deal with it. We want to ignore it. You can even put a little star by it if you want to. We don't want to deal with that. Remember, h of x is bad. So that is bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this into Desmos, this into Desmos, this into Desmos, and this into Desmos. And we're just going to see which one matches. So let's go one at a time. I'm going to put in A. So let's put it in together. We're going to do negative x squared minus 8x minus 50. So here we got to check it, -5, -3, -4. You're looking at it and it pretty much looks like it is the correct one. But I like to check every single one of them because I want to make sure I'm at the correct one. So I already put in this one right here. I'm going to put in this one. So on number 2, I would put in the second one. I would put in negative x squared positive 8x minus 15. So you see how this one is on the wrong side of the axis. We have this one right here is on this side. This one is on this side, so most likely that is not. But I like to leave them there so then that way you can see them. So I'm going to put in the third one. So I already put in this one. I'm going to put in the third one, and it is going to be x squared plus 8x. So I'm going to put plus 8x positive 15. Oh, upside down. Bad one, right? So this one's an upside down one. We know it's not that one for sure, but I want to put all 4 of them because I want to check it. And then you're going to see that I have a lot of clutter, and I'm going to unclutter it for you. So I have x squared minus 8x positive 15. That one is on the opposite side and it's upside down. So what I'm gonna look at is I have a lot of clutter right there. I don't want to have the clutter, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check each one at a time. You see the colors right here? I can press the colors. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna get rid of this one. And I'm gonna get rid of this one. So you see how all the colors disappeared? I got all those colors disappeared, and I'm gonna check every single one at a time. This one is the one that I thought was the correct one. I'm going to check the x-intercept. It is -5 and it is -3. Yes, that is correct. And the vertex is -4, 1, and this is a minimum vertex, so that is correct. But I want to make sure that the second one is not correct. You see how that one is on the other side. So that one is bad. Then you see how I organize and I check one at a time? And then it's like, okay, this one is upside down. So this one is bad, and then I take this one off, and then I put the fourth one. This one is on the opposite side, upside down. So this one is bad. So the correct answer choice is the first one right here. We're gonna go ahead and look at the graph, and look at this. The answer choice is letter A. And this is why I say most of the test is just matching, 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 matching. If you know how to use Desmos, then you'll be fine. We're good on this? Okay. Number 3. Ooh, already 2 problems and they look really good. Okay, so I'm going to go to number 3 and I'm going to, well, first of all, I want to clean up Desmos. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to clean up Desmos because, yeah, I got my answer. I don't need him. On the test, you automatically get a new calculator every question. I think you had experience with that. So they will always pop out a new calculator. And before we leave today, I'm going to show you 1 or 2 questions from the test, and then you'll see where the calculator's at. I'm going to show you how to do that also. Okay, so this one, if you look at this one looks complicated, but it really, really isn't. So remember that this is 1/3, open parentheses, 6x squared, y, close parentheses, x squared. Remember what I said? Desmos loves his x's. So we got to turn all those y's into x's. That's all we have to do. So the way we would turn this one into x's, you see this one right here? All we would do, if we would input this one into Desmos, and I'm going to change it into colors, all I would do is write it like this. And I'm going to take you through it. 1/3, open parentheses, 6x squared, x, close parentheses, square, open parentheses, 2x to the third, x to the fourth, close parentheses. So that's how you would input every single one. So the way I would do this is I would input this one as number 1, and then I would come over here on Desmos and I would input this one as number 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, whichever one the graphs match, that is going to be the correct answer, but they have to match to this original one. So that's all we're doing. Remember, right here, we're going to put Desmos when he has his X. He is very happy. See, his X's, he's very happy when he has his X's. So then I'm going to go ahead and shrink it so we can take it one step at a time and we can remember how to input this one. So let's see if we remember how to input this one. So let's see how we put in a fraction. I'm going to get my calculator, and remember I put in a fraction. I put in 1 divided by 3, and remember you're going to push a space so it can return back to normal. And you see this little line right here? You can press a space to return it back to normal, or you can press right here. Either or works. I like to press and practice with the line. You see how it returns the cursor back to normal? Then you just input the rest. So I'm going to put open parentheses. I'm going to put 6x to the second, right? And you're not going to worry about the graph right now. Right now, we're just going to worry about inputting. What did I not do? I didn't put x right here, so I have to put x squared, and then I got to put the x, and then I got to close my parentheses. So I get this one, but then I have to input this one. So I'm going to open parentheses, and I'm just going to copy it the way it is. 2x, and how do I get the x to the AB right here? I'm going to push this little AB right here. AB to the third, And then don't forget, you have to do the space to return it back to normal, or you can click right here so I can put the space. And then I'm going to put X to the AB, 4, space, and then I'm going to close my parentheses. And that is how I input that one. So did you get that one? Pretty good? Okay. So far so good. Look, that right there is the hardest part. Now it's just a matter of inputting and matching. So then I'm gonna just come over here and you see, remember, don't forget, Desmos loves his X's only. We're gonna change all these Y's right here into X's, because remember, Desmos loves his X's. So on number 2, I'm gonna input this one. On number 3, I'm gonna input this one. On number 4, I'm gonna input this one. And on number 5, I'm gonna input this one. So I'm gonna just input it the way I see it. I'm gonna put in 4x to the AB, right? AB, 7, don't forget the space, x to the AB, 6. So that's how I do this one. Then I go to letter B and I'm going to put in 24 x to the AB, 7 x, 6. So, oh, you see, what did I do? Oh, I didn't forget. I forgot my space. So I got to come back, got to fix my space right there. And then I'm going to put x to the, remember you turn the y's into x's, x to the AB 6. And then I'm going to put in the next one, and don't worry about the graph. Ahorita will take it step by step on the graph. And 4x AB to the 12th, space, x to the AB 8. And then the last one right here on number 5, I'm going to put 24 x to the AB, 12, space, x to the AB, 8. So I inputted a lot. I inputted this one, this one, this one, and this one. But you saw how I just got confused on one and then it came out to a subscript and all that. It was like, sometimes you just have to go back and delete it and you can re-put it into it. So now that we have that, remember our original one is this long one, and then we got to find which one is equivalent. So we're looking for which graph is equal. So I'm going to look at this graph. I'm going to take everything off, and you see how everything's all jumbled? I like to enlarge it so I can see it a little better. So you want to enlarge it, and I would say enlarge it to about this big so you can see there's still a lot of mess, right? So what I like to do is I like to take all of them off except the original one so I can see which graph I'm dealing with. So I'm going to take this one off, going to take this one off, it's going to take this one off, and I'm going to take this one off. So then this is my original graph. So you see the colors, you want to click on every single one and just leave the first one on. So you should get something like that. Yours can be black, it can be blue, I don't know, whatever Desmos feels like throwing out at you, right? So remember that we're looking for an equivalent. So we're going to check the first one, and we're only going to check one at a time. You're going to click on the color. Is that one equivalent? No, because in order for it to be equivalent, they got to be right on top of each other. They got to be identical. So that one's not right. Then I check the second one. Is that one equivalent? No, because it's not on top of each other. So that one's bad. The third one, not equivalent. Almost, but still not equivalent. We're looking for it to be right on top of it. And this one. Oh, not equivalent. So you know what the issue is here? It's an inputting error. So you see how I didn't get an answer? And I said, oh, it could be wrong. So let's go check if I inputted it correctly, because it has to be right on top of it. If it isn't right on top of it, then I think there should be an issue on this one. So let me come back. Let me put it right here. Let's look at how we input it. So I'm going to first check the first one. So let's check if we inputted it correctly. 1/3, 6x to the second, y. Ah, here it is. You see what we forgot to do? We forgot to raise it to the second. See that? Oh, I forgot it. You see, I need to put it right here. I forgot to put a little square here. So then all I have to do is click here to correct it. And then how do I get the little square? You see this button right here? You press it. And then let's check it, make sure the rest is correct, because I don't want to go back and say, oh, there's no answer. 2x to the third, x to the fourth. And this is a good learning experience because guess what? I made a mistake. The duck is never 100% correct. The duck is only 98%, so the duck is not always correct. So then right here, now we have our original graph, and I can guarantee if we inputted it correctly that so that's so different, right? That came out like this. So this one, now I'm looking for something that looks like this. So I checked the first one. Oh, close, but no cookie. Second one. Look at that. That looks like it's gonna be a winner. So let's check the third one. No, that's not on top. The fourth one, not on top. So guess what's our answer? That one. The right on top. And did you see how I made a mistake? I forgot this little square. So sometimes when you say, oh, I can't, it's probably an inputting error. That's probably what happened there. So the answer is, what was it, letter B?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. It's just a matching game. It's just an inputting matching game. And if you do that correctly, I can now say, Mr. Ocaña, with a 99% certainty, the answer is letter B. And Desmos is happy with his X's. Okay, let's look at which other one we're going to tackle. So that one is a good one. I like that one. And it looks complicated. And did you know that we didn't even go through the lesson on this? And guess what? Like, super easy. Oh, table. Love this table. And I'm going to show you how to do a table. Uh, the first one, when you do hours worked, all you have to do is say alphabetical order. Most likely the hours worked is your X and the overall average is your Y. And remember, if I give you something like this on the statistics, $1 is the strongest you can get. But if I have, let's say, 0.01, that's a penny. That's like weak. I have a penny or two or three or four, that's a weak number. But if I have a 1, then it's a strong number. That's how I know whether it's strong or weak. Now, the rate of change, the way it says, whether you have a strong negative, weak positive, strong, all you have to do is put this into Desmos, and Desmos will do all the work for you. So let's input it. Let's see if we remember how to input it into Desmos. Table. Mr. Ocaña forgot how to put. Where do I go? I go to that plus sign right here, right? Okay, press it, and which is the only one that I'm ever going to use?
Table.
The table. So there it is. There's my table. All I'm going to do is grab this table and input it into there and let Desmos do his magic, and he will get you the right answer. So, and again, that's all you have to do. Match, match, match. 1586, 3072, 2777, 2583, ooh, 2583, 1687, 2090, and 1294. Oh, then where do I go after that? I input all the values and I get Desmos. Okay, what do I do next?
That's the little leaf.
The little leaf, we go to the little leaf or the turtle or the feather or whatever you want to call it, and you press it. And right here, if you look at this, right here, that gives you your rate of change. This will tell you whether it's positive or negative. You see this rate of change? This is the rate of change, the number next to the X. is always a rate of change. So is this positive or negative? Is that number next to the x positive or negative?
Positive?
Negative. It is negative. It's a negative 1.00467. This will tell you whether it's a positive or negative. We know it's a negative. Now, if you go a little bit lower, let's see if you can see it. Right here. Remember I was talking about statistics? When you do statistics, this is like 81 cents and this is like 90 cents. Remember when I said if you have a penny, 0.01, 0. That's very, very weak. But then when you start getting like 0.60, 0.70, 0.80, 0.9, those are strong. So let's look at the statistics and that will give you the answer. So we're looking at what type of problem this is. I inputted, Desmos did all the work. Now I look at this right here and the number next to the letter. It's going to be a negative. Is it going to be a strong negative or a weak negative by looking at this? The 0.81 or the 0.
Strong negative?
Yes, it's going to be a strong negative. So once again, we have 81 cents closer to a dollar. If it was 70 cents, I still would say, hey, that's pretty strong. But let's say down here you would have 0.01 or 0.05, then that's weak. So Desmos would do all the work. So we already know that it is a negative, and you come over here. Just by knowing that rate of change next to the x, we can already get rid of C, and we can already get rid of D because it's a negative next to the rate of change. Now here, if you look at that, and the only work you can do, and you can do the work if you want, like you see how it gives you y equals to negative 1.00, and I'm just going to put x here, right? Just, oh, x. You see right here, this tells you, oh, it disappeared. It's going, oh, there it is. It's slow. So it's a negative 1.0. This will give you the rate of change, which is a negative. And then right here, you see the 0.081. Oh, it goes slow. I guess it's a lag. Let me see if this works. So it's 0.081. This tells you it is a, what do we say, strong negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because this is strong, and this rate of change is, right here, is negative. So that tells you right away. So just by looking at Desmos right here, you look at this right here, this gives you a negative, and this gives you whether it's strong or weak. That's it. Desmos will do all the work for you. Easy? Awesome. Okay, so let's see which other number we're dealing with. So let me look at, we're only tackling the ones that I think will get you to pass. Oh, I like number 8. You see, this is another one where you deal with a matching. So they give you a graph, and all you're going to do is input this one. Do I have to input y into Desmos?
No.
No. I just input everything else. And then you're going to find one that matches this right here. And remember, they give you the x-axis right here. This one, on the test, they give you the x and they give you the y. If you look at this, I'm going to circle here in red. This is your x-intercept of negative 3. And in orange, I'm going to circle the y-intercept. And y-intercept is negative 5. So we're looking for something that has an x-intercept of negative 3 and negative 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to input. I'm going to clean up Desmos first of all because we already made him work a lot. But we're going to come over here and we're going to grab these numbers and we're going to input each one. So you're going to input this one into 1, this one into 2, this one into 3, and this one into 4. And whichever one matches the graph, that's all you have to do. So let's practice inputting. So I'm going to do right here on number 1, I'm going to put negative, just the way you see it, 3 divided by 5. And when you have a fraction, don't forget your space, or you can click on there. So it's a space. I'm going to go to x minus 5. And then I don't want to worry about the graph or anything like that because I can always do that at the later time. All I'm doing is inputting them. And then I'm going to say, well, negative 3 divided by 5 space x minus 3. That gives you number 2. Number 3, negative 5 divided by 3 space x minus 5, and I give you letter D. Letter D is negative 5 divided by 3 space x minus 3. So you go at it, you go ahead and input it, see what you got. And remember that sometimes you get decimals to be like that all over the place. How do you return it back to normal? Do you see this house right here? You can always return your lines back to normal. And there it is. So, I would recommend to enlarge it a little, just a little bit so you can see the x and y intercept. And then I would recommend, by looking at this, we're looking for one that has, if you look at the graph, we're looking for one that has an x-intercept of negative 3 and crosses at negative 5. So we have an x-intercept at negative 3 and we have a y-intercept of negative 5. So right here, this is the right one. So negative 3, negative 5. And right here, I'll be able to see, okay, this one is not, this one is not. But I can always take away the colors. You see, I'm going to take away the colors and I can check every single one of them. So if I check the first one, it's going to be negative 8. That's not negative 3, right?
No.
Letter B is negative 5. Ah, there it is. No, it's not negative 3. Okay. C,
Yeah.
negative 3. Oh, negative 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's your answer. I'll check the last one. Negative 1.8.
Mm.
Nope. Bad, bad, bad. Number 3 is the answer, and right here is the answer right here. So, you saw how easy that was?
Mm-hmm.
Let me pause. Away. So, if you look at number 10, the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clean up Desmos.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get Desmos. He's going to be clean. He's going to be good. So the first step, you're going to see a side by side right here, right? Let me put it like that. There you go. Okay, so you'll see Desmos right here. You'll see the problem. So the question at 10, 11, and 12, they're just saying which function is equivalent to f of x is equal to this. Remember that f of x, you don't have to worry about f of x. Never worry about f of x. So you're going to scratch out, you see on the paper, you're going to cross out all the f of x. That is bad. We don't have to worry about f of x. We don't have to deal about f of x. We don't have to at all. So do you see this right here? This is what you're going to input into Desmos. That's it. You're going to input this into Desmos. You're going to input this into Desmos. You're going to input this into Desmos. And you're going to input this one into Desmos. And then you're going to do the matching on the calculator. Okay, so let's input this one together. This one right here. So let's get on number 1. Ready to get on Desmos? We're going to get the screen. And then we're going to input this the way it is. So we're going to put in 6. And then you're going to put x right here. You see the x right here? Press the x. And how do I get the little 2? I'm going to get this little a to the second. And then I'm going to go minus. I'm going to copy it the way it is. 23. You're going to put the little x right here. You see the little x? Positive 21. And that's all I'm doing. It can be whatever color it gives you. This is our original equation. We don't have to worry about f of x. He's bad. And then now we're going to go to every single one of these and we're going to input them in number 2. We're going to input this one in number 3. We're going to input this one in number 4 and number 5. So let's input this one together. Number 2, you're going to open parentheses. And then you're going to go 3x. I'm just going to copy it the way it is. Minus 7. Don't worry about the graph. And then I'm going to close the parentheses right here. And then I'm going to open parentheses. And then I'm going to do 2x minus 3. Close parentheses. Now, did you get that one like that? Did it come out that way on your table?
Mm.
Then you didn't get it or no?
No,
It didn't come out.
I
Okay.
put it wrong.
Oh, so it's always an inputting.
Yeah.
And then the next one, and I'm going to keep on going and then I'll pause at the end so we can make sure we get everything inputted. So then you just copy it the way it is. And it might have been the fact that I wrote all over it. Maybe you got confused with my writing. Oh, here's the eraser. I was looking for the eraser. There you go. Maybe that will help. Me and my writing. So then I input, let me take this out. I'm going to input this one. So I'm just going to input 3, open parentheses, x minus 1, close parentheses, open parentheses. I'm just copying it exactly like right here. X minus 7, close parentheses. So this one right here, all I did was copy this one right here. And then the third one, I'm going to copy it into 4. So I'm just going to open parentheses, 6x minus 7, closed, open, x minus 3, closed. And then the fourth one is 3, open parentheses, x minus 7, close parentheses, open parentheses, 2, x minus 1, close parentheses. So all I did was input every single one into the problem. So let me go ahead and pause. Okay, so the next step is you have a lot of mess, a lot of stuff right there. You have your original one and you have your other one. So the way I would do it is I would get rid of all these colors. Don't get rid of the equation, just get rid of the colors like that. And then you come here to the green one. This is the original one. Sometimes I like to enlarge it, I like to decrease it. Remember, in order for it to be equivalent, it has to be right on top of this green line. It's got to be identical. Let's say I go too far like this. Oh, I can't see it, I can't see it, it's too tiny. Oh, where is it? How do I return it? I don't know how. You can always press the house and it returns it back to normal. Anytime you want to go home, you can always press the house. But I like to have it around that big because then I can see every single one. So I have my x-intercepts right here. I have my y-intercept right here. Not the y-intercept. This is the vertex. Vertex is right here. X-intercept is right here. The y-intercept is way up there. This is a minimum. It's at the bottom. So this is your minimum value. But the question at hand is they want one that's equivalent. So I'm going to check the first one. Oh, maybe equivalent, maybe not. The second one, oh, that one for sure is bad. The third one, bad. Fourth one, bad. So the answer is this one, the first one, open parentheses, 3x minus 7. Got it? Ooh, easy. So let me return it back to normal. So my answer choice, where's my good notes? Here it is. My answer choice is letter A. Now Desmos is happy. He's happy. Remember, Desmos likes his exes. Only he, because all his exes live in Texas. That's why. So now we go over here. They're also asking for equivalent. Remember, now they can give you letter A, they can give you letter B, they can give you letter M. But remember, Desmos only likes his exes. He's very happy if he has his exes next to him. But if he doesn't have his exes, he's very grouchy. So we're going to go ahead and clean this up right here real quick. So the way I would handle this is this would turn into an X, X, all these would turn into X, and all you do is match. That's all you do. Doesn't matter whether it's a decimal, it doesn't matter whether it's a complicated one. You just turn it into X's and let Desmos do the work for you. So let me come back here and I'm going to teach you how to input, and if you get ahead of me, it's okay. And if I make a mistake, you can always correct me. I love being corrected too. Okay, because then that tells me, hey, guess what? You're learning. So I got to clean up Desmos on the STAAR test. Desmos will already be set up for you. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to input that. So number one, I'm going to put in x to the second power minus 5x minus 6. Remember, Desmos loves his x's. Never take away his x's. Okay, so we input the original one. That is the original one. Remember, Desmos he gets his moods and he wants to do the original one in green. Sometimes he does it in black. Sometimes he does it in red. It really doesn't matter. So then I'm going to input this one, this one, this one, and this one. And all I'm going to do is go x minus 1, close parentheses, open parentheses, x plus 6, close parentheses. So that is the second one. Then I'm going to put the third one, and it's going to be x minus 3, close parentheses, open parentheses, x plus 2, close parentheses. So then I have that one as letter B. Then I have this one as letter C. I have x minus 6, close parentheses, open parentheses, x plus 1, close parentheses, and letter D is going to be open parentheses, x minus 2, close parentheses, open parentheses, x plus 3, close parentheses. So I have my original one, and then I want to take off all these colors, and I have my original one. Then I gotta enlarge it because I want to see the whole calculator, and then I have no Desmos here, so I gotta push the home button. I go to my home button, and there he is. This is the graph I'm dealing with. So this is my y-intercept right here. I already know my y-intercept. I can click it. My y-intercept is right there. They might ask you, hey, what's your y-intercept? It's right there. Well, what is my x-intercept? It has 2. Here's 1, negative 1 comma 0, and here's the other one. And then they might ask you on the test, well, what is my vertex? Well, my vertex, I go all the way to the bottom, and I click, and it has to stay stuck. That is my vertex right there. And if they ask me, well, what's my axis of symmetry? It's always this first value of the vertex. So the axis of symmetry is 2.5. That is my axis of symmetry. That's all they're going to ask you. They're going to ask you vertex. They're going to ask you for the axis of symmetry. They're going to ask you for the y-intercept because it crosses my y-axis. And they're going to ask you for the x-intercepts or your zeros or your factors, whatever you want to call them. Okay, but that's not the question. I got off topic. So the question at hand is which one is equivalent. So I'm going to check the first one. Is that one equivalent?
No.
No, it's not overlapping. Bad. Is this one equivalent?
Mm-mm.
No. Is this one equivalent?
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks good. Is this one equivalent? Nope. So this one, if I take off the first one, that one should stay. If I put on the second one, that one should overlap. So it is equivalent. equivalent. So then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, well, I already have my answer choice. That's super easy. Letter C. Now I got the answer, and guess what? Desmos did all the work for me. Good?
Mhm.
Okay, let me do another one. So if I look at number 12, oh, Z's. Desmos does not like Z's. What has he like? X's. He always likes his X's. His X's are very happy with him, so he keeps them in. He always keeps them there, and it makes Desmos happy. But first, I have to delete everything. I have to clean up Desmos, and now he's ready to go. So let me go ahead and input, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on the side-by-side view, and you might be ahead of me, but it's okay. So I'm going to input this right here into X. So then I'm going to input, I'm going to open parentheses, X plus 5, close parentheses, open parentheses. This is a Z, but instead of Z, I'm putting X squared minus 4X positive 6. And then I'm going to close the parentheses. So that is my original one. This is what I inputted, but instead of the Z's, I put the X's. Then on number 2, all I'm going to do is input this one into the calculator. Instead of Z's, I'm just going to put X's. So I'm going to put X, AB right here to the third plus 5X square or to the second power plus 6x, and don't worry about the graph, it's going to go crazy for a bit. All I'm doing is the inputting. You can go crazy, let it go crazy if it wants to. And then the next one will be, and I don't have my glasses, but the next one is x to the second. So I'm going to put x to the second plus x plus 11. That's that one. And then on number 4, I'm going to put the next one. I'm going to put x to the AB to the 3 plus x to the second. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I got to do my space. I forgot my space. Did I? Oh, no, I did the wrong one. Sorry, my bad. There it is. Okay. X to the second minus 14. Sometimes I do go a little off. You just have to go back and correct it. And then positive 30. And then the last one on number 5, I'm just going to put x square minus 3x plus 11. So then it gives me all this. So then I have the original one. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get rid of all these. So now I'm looking for one that is equivalent to my original. Well, let me press my house so I can get back to normal. I don't really like lines, so I want to decrease it so I can kind of, oh, it's wiggly. It's like one of those little squiggly ones, right? I like to enlarge it a little so I can see it. So then I'm going to check every single one. So I got letter A. Is that one identical? No, not identical, right? Letter B. Nope. Letter C. Oof. Letter C is good, right?
Mhm.
And then letter D. Bad. So the answer is this one right here, letter C. So I come over here and I get rid of this. I come over here and my answer choice is letter C. This one was bad, this one is bad, and this one is bad. So this gives us Desmos is very happy now. He's good. He's happy. He likes his X's. You record it. So how do we get tables? How do we get the tables? We press this plus sign, and there's a keyword here we have to remember. You're gonna circle. See the circle right here? We're gonna circle exponential. So this is a very special type. It's an exponential. So we gotta remember at the end, that we got to switch it to an exponential function. That is important because this is what our answer is going to give us. So right here, what I'm going to do is all I'm going to do is get the table. See the table right here? You're never going to use f of x. You're never going to use inference. I only like to use table. So I'm going to press the table. That's all I'm going to use. And it pops out a table for us. And that g of x, if you want to, you could put y. G of x is the same as y. But I don't know why they cut, like the Cookie Monster says, a cookie is the same as a fancy cookie, right? They're both cookies. So all I'm going to do is copy this table onto Desmos. And I'm going to say, well, Desmos is going to do the work for me. So I'm going to input 148. And then I'm going to input 272. And then I'm going to input 3108. And then I'm going to input 4162. And then what is my next step? All I'm going to do is press this leaf or this turtle or these lines or these dots. I'm going to press them, and here I get my answer. But here I see my equation, I see my slope, but I don't get an answer. What do I need to change it? Remember we saw that they're giving us exponential function. And where you see this right here, where it says linear, all I'm going to do is change it to exponential regression. You see right here? Change it to exponential regression. And guess what? It gives us the answer right here. It gives us our table as y equals to 32 times 1.5x, right? So I can get rid of b, that's wrong, and I can get rid of d. Now it is either C or it is A. So, but here I get a decimal, here I get fractions. Very easy to turn a decimal into a fraction using Desmos. So you see how I underline 1.5? Yeah, I didn't turn it into purple, but I like purple right here. Okay, right there. It underlined 1.5. So you see number 2 right here? All I have to do is put 1.5. You see that? All I do is put 1.5. And you see this little circle? Press it. Changes it into a fraction for us. Changes it into a decimal. You see? 1.5 is the same as 3 halves. Which one's the right answer, C or A? C, because it's 3 halves. Now let's say I didn't know that and I wanted to input these fractions. You can do it also. I can input the first fraction and I can put 2 divided by 3 and it gives me 0.666666667. Is that 1.5? No. This one would be bad. Now if I want to input 3 halves in here, I can also input, let me go back to number 3. I can also input 3 divided by 2, 1.5. And if I change it to a fraction, just press the little circle, 3 halves. I want to change it back into a decimal. Decimals loves to change it back and forth. You can change it all you want. 3 halves, 1.5, 3 halves, 1.5. And of course it gives you there. So that, not only did I double check it, I triple checked it, and it is the right answer. Letter C. So, but you got, the only thing here is you got to remember it's an exponential function. Good? Okay. The next one, let's do the next one. I'm not going to show you how to do that one because that one takes a little time. I can tell you they are easy. Did, was 20 one of the ones? Yes, right? Okay, this one's an easy one. Okay, this is a quadratic. This is my vertex. My vertex is right here. The x is -1 and the y is -4. Remember that we learned last week that our ordered pair is x, comma, y. It is in alphabetical order. You think of the ABCs, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. So that's how you learn this one. And if you don't remember that, you can also come to Desmos. And let's say let me clean up Desmos here. You can always come here and to Desmos, to table, and look how it gives you. X comes before Y. That is your order pair, X, comma, Y. That's how you get that one. And here you see the X is -1 and the Y right here is -4. So right here it tells you the function has a blank value of blank. So first of all, is this a minimum or a maximum? This is a minimum. So let's talk about how a minimum is. If you have a U shape right here and you're looking at the bottom, see the bottom down there? That is your minimum. Now, if it's at the top of the mountain up there, that is your maximum. So once again, down there, you see the down there? That's a minimum. And up there is a what?
Maximum.
Max. Min, max. So if I give you a mountain, I'm just gonna stray off a little just to teach you a little. So if I have a mountain here and I'm gonna write it in red, hello, right here, is that a minimum or a maximum?
Maximum.
This is a maximum because it's at the top of the mountain. If it's at the bottom of the mountain, if it's a U shape going down at the bottom of the hole, then that's a minimum. So the way we handle this is the function has a minimum, right? We said it was minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be called a drag and drop. All I'm going to do is grab it and put it in there. On the test, I'm going to show you how to do it. So the function has a minimum value of, we look at the value of, you look at the minimum right here. What's the closest one right here? What's the minimum value right here?
-4.
Yep, that's it. That's how easy it is. So that's, you know that this is a 2-point question on the STAAR on one of the release tests. That's how easy it is to do some of the problems. So I didn't even need Desmos. Well, I kind of did. If I don't know how to do X and Y like this, Desmos will do it for you. Okay, so let's see which one else, because we're gonna do half of this today. Okay, we're almost done. Perfect. The next one that I want you to go to, did we say we were gonna do? I think we were gonna do number 27. Oh, 27 is a juicy one. Look at this one, 27. It's got K's, it's got M's, it's got B's and C's and D's. But you don't have to worry, because guess what Desmos likes? He likes his what? X's. He always loves his X's. You always want to put a happy face because Desmos loves his X's. All the time he loves his X's. So this one is an interesting one because we're going to change all the K's and M's to X's. So we're going to put this on number 1 on Desmos. We're going to put this on number 2. We're going to put this on number 3, number 4, and number 5. And guess what? All we're going to do is match them. That's it. It's just a matter of inputting. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink it. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to get Desmos on board. I'm going to clear the table and I'm going to input this. So this one is interesting because it's hard to input. So let's try it. 16x, right? Because instead of k, it's AB to the 9th space x AB to the 7th space divided by. Ooh, look at that. And then what am I going to put at the bottom? I'm going to put 4x to the AB 3x. Oh, I forgot my space. I'm going to go back. I'm going to push my space. X to the AB 14. Now, Let's stop here, and this is the hardest one to input. Now, give me a thumbs up if you were able to do it. Were you able to do it? Ooh, love the. Were you able to do this one? Oh,
Mhm.
that you see, that's I think that's the hardest thing to input. Everything else is just a matter of inputting and just matching the graphs. It's like matching. Oh, one of those like things where we match. That's all we do. Okay, so let me go ahead and input every single one of them. 12 x, and I need my glasses, so I need to enlarge it because I can't see. X to the AB 6 space divided by x to the AB 7. And then I'm going to go to number 3 for x to the AB 6 space divided by x to the AB 7. Don't forget, Desmos loves his x's. Don't let Desmos be without his x's. So we have 12 x to the AB 3, 12x to the AB 3, divided by x square, or, oh, I forgot to do the space. Back, back, back. Space, divided by x square. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that you can also highlight. But I guess we'll do trial and error. Error, yeah. Okay, and then letter D is for x AB 3 space divided by x squared. And then I'm going to enlarge it. You can see it. And then I'm going to get this graph. I'm going to go ahead and push the home button. And I have a mess. How do I fix up all this mess? I can get rid of all these colors, stick with the original one, and see which one matches. What happens if none match? I probably did an inputting error. That's probably what happened. So I would just have to come back and input. So let's see if we got it right on the dot. Buy, 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 buy. I like to see, I think this one is a good one to have like right there. So then on number 2, I'm going to check this one. Close but no cookie. Ah, there it is. It looks good, right? Does it look good?
Mhm.
Nope. Bad. This one? Bad. So the only one that is good is that one. And then I want to get rid of this one. I want to get rid of that one. They should be identical. And if they are equivalent, then that means they are the same answer. So this one is the answer choice. And the answer choice is which one? Letter B, right?
Mhm.
And that's it. Who did the work? Desmos. All you had to do was match it. That's it. So let's see which other one we're going to tackle to get you to pass.
On mine, like for answer choice, what I did, what you did, but like answer choice A and B, like they kind of got like the same meaning. I don't know what I did wrong.
Huh. Probably if you look at it, let's check it out. Okay, it was this one.
Yeah, I got the 12x 6 and then the 4x 6, A and B. They both got the same sign.
This one. You're talking about this one.
Yes.
Oh, you know what it is? Sometimes if you put it like too small like that, let's say you do it real small like that, then if you click on this one, they kind of look the same. You see how sometimes you put it. So what I would recommend on these is you press the home button. You always press the home button, and then I would increase it a little so you can see it a little bit more defined. So sometimes your dimensions, you have to play around with the dimensions. If it doesn't say, hey, give me two answers, because some do say, give me two answers, and we're gonna come across one
Yep,
that
yep,
has.
it works when I press the
Did it
home
work?
button. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to press the home button.
Yeah, because sometimes. if you have the dimensions, let's say you were on the last one and that's the way it looks, they look the same.
I was like, what?
Yeah, they look the same, but then you always press the home button and you can get to that. So that's a real good question and that's a real good answer. Very good. Oh, love it. Love the learning. I enjoy it. So now I got to clean up Mr. Desmos, get rid of him, and let me put it over here. Let me get here. I'm gonna put right there. Oh, where's this? Oh, where did my good notes go? It disappeared. Okay, let me go back to good notes. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, the next one I want to tackle. Let's see. Oh, I want to tackle number 30. Oh, the 30. 30 is a good one, and 31 is a good one, and 32 is a good one. Oh, these are good ones, and I think that's where we're gonna stop today. 31, 30, 31, and 32. I think these will be the last three problems. It says, find the slope of the line that passes through these points. And remember, the key word for slope is rate of change. And rate of change is slope. On the test, they might give you rate of change, slope. Slope is rate of change. You just have to memorize. If they ask, oh, what is the rate of change of this? Well, it's slope. And if it isn't, then it isn't. There's certain things like a chocolate chip cookie is the same as a fancy chocolate chip cookie. It's the same exact thing as a chocolate chip cookie. The Cookie Monster just calls it fancy cookie. Well, it's very simple. All I'm going to do here is remember my ordered pairs. My work is just put X right here and Y. That's it. And here, all I do is put X and Y. Oh, my Y looks like an X. Remember alphabetical order? X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. So then in order to find my slope, remember that we learned that it is Y equals to mx plus b. And remember, I'm going to highlight it in purple. The number next to the x is always your slope or your rate of change. That's it. It's always a slope or a rate of change. So how do I get this with Desmos? Well, very easy. Just use a table. So all I'm going to do you see this plus sign right here? I'm going to put a table. That's the only thing I'm going to use. Never use f of x. This one's bad. Never use inference. Use a table. So the first one, the x is 10, the y is 18. So all I'm going to do is input. So I'm going to input 10, comma, 18. And then the second one is negative 5 and negative 12. All I'm going to do is input it. So it is negative 5 and negative 12. What's the next step? Get the leaf or the turtle or the dots or whatever you want to call it. A stick with lines. I don't know. A grasshopper. Who knows? Call it whatever you want. Press the grasshopper. Press the leaf. Now, look at how it pops out our answer. It pops out our answer. It wants slope. The slope is the number next to the letter. What's next to x? 2. That's my rate of change. So that is slope. This one was from Dr. B right there. But it's always a number next to the letter. What's the number next to the letter? 2. What is my slope? 2. Letter B. See how that easy that was? Is the slope positive or negative? Positive. It's a positive 2x. Is it a strong positive or a weak positive? It is a strong positive because remember $1 is the strongest, 0.01 cents is the weakest. So the answer choice is letter B. Okay, so good on that one? Ooh, love it. Love the learning of math. Okay, Desmos did a lot for us. So let's try our last two problems, and I think that will be a good stopping point, and then I can share with you the videos, and I can share with you the platform on the STAAR. So which expression is a factor? Oh, wow. Which expression is a factor? Factor is another word for x-intercept. Oh, this one's a juicy one. So the way we deal with this, we're going to graph everything on Desmos, and here it's going to be your x, this is going to be your y, then you're going to have a line. I mean a U shape like that. So if you look at the red, this is a factor, this is a factor. Those are your x-intercepts. When you have a line that passes through the x-intercept, that is called a factor. It's got to pass through the x-intercept. That's all you have to do there. That's it. So let's do it together because this one is a hard one. This one's, I guess, as hard as I can go right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to input everything into Desmos, just exactly the way I did it for the rest. You're going to do the same exact thing, except you're just going to define what a factor is. So this one is x to the second power plus 7x minus 30. So this right here, this is a factor. Not a factor, it's a graph. Sorry, I mispronounced. But I'm just going to input it like everything else. And then here I'm just going to input them the way I do them. And then I'm going to take off all the colors. So x plus 5. Oh no, not plus 5, right? It's plus 15.
Mm-hmm.
Oy. You see, sometimes I make mistakes. Duck is never correct. All the time. Only 99%. X plus 5 and x minus 3. Oh, lots of mess like the other one, right? So remember the other one, we gotta sometimes look. Oh, it's so big, I can't see it. They all look the same, right? That's the one, right? I can't see, I'm all mixed up. So what do? I press the house. I go home, puts it back to normal. So I'm gonna do the same thing right here. I'm gonna get rid of this one. And remember what I said about a factor. A factor means that the line has to pass through the x-intercepts. You remember the x-intercept? This is an x-intercept. This is an x-intercept. This is negative 10, and this is a number I don't know what the number is. So click on the x-intercepts. Tell me what your two x-intercepts are. One,
Negative 10 comma
yes,
0.
and
3
3.
comma 0.
Yeah, that's it. So we're looking for a line that passes through the x-intercept. That is called a factor. It's the same as an x-intercept. So we're going to test each one. Does this one pass through the x-intercept? Does it pass through negative 10 or does it pass through this one? Nope.
No.
So this one is wrong. How about this one? Does that one pass through one of my two x-intercepts? Does it pass through this one or does it pass through this one? Nope. It has to pass straight through the x-intercept, like bullseye. How about this one? Does it pass through this one or does it pass through this one? Nope. How about this one? Oh, there's a winner. That's a factor right there. Without doing any work other than knowing how to manage a calculator, a factor is the same thing as an x-intercept. That's all it is. It's got to be a line that passes through the x-intercept. That's how you get that one. That's a factor. So the answer choice is x minus 3. Right there. That's it. That's how easy it is. That is something that I know for sure on every STAAR test. There is always one of these. And our last problem, and then I'm going to take you through the platform, and then we're going to close up for today, and then I can help you individually if you need any help. So get here, go back to normal. Okay, our last one is this one, another matching. You see how a lot of our questions are going to be matching, matching, matching? Which function is equivalent? Remember that equivalent means equal. And remember the f of x. F of x is bad. We always scratch out f of x. It confuses me. I like to scratch them out. Unfortunately, on the computer, you can't scratch it out. But there are features that you can use on the computer. So what are we going to do here? We're going to graph this one right here. And we're going to graph this one, this one, this one, and this one. And you're going to find out which one matches the graph. And that's all you're going to do. So I'm going to clean it up a little right here. Get my eraser. So now it's just a matter of an inputting. So I'm going to clean up Desmos. I'm going to put the first one, and let's see if we remember. Remember, f of x is bad. We don't want to deal with f of x. So all we do is input 4, open parentheses, and I'll go a little faster now that we took our time on the other ones. Minus 3, close, and remember the quantity square that I forgot. Now I didn't forget it. Plus 5. That's my original one. Desmos loves the green now. He has our original one in the green. And everything else, I'm just going to submit it. 16x squared. And doesn't matter whether it's M, G, A, B, C, D. You can always put the letter X because Desmos loves his X's all the time. So it's 16x squared minus 96x plus 40. Okay, so that one's good. 4x squared plus 41, and the graph can go crazy if it wants to. I will start checking each one at a time. 4x squared minus 24x plus 41, and the last one is 16x squared minus 96x plus 29. So I just inputted them all. Just a matter of inputting, and then I'm going to get rid of every single color. This is my original one, and you see how the original one might be small. I want to press the house. It still looks small. Sometimes I do have to enlarge it, so I want to enlarge it a little so I can see it a little better. I like to have the vertex there so I can see it, and then I check every single one of them. So I'm going to check the first one. Is that one equivalent? No, it is not. It's not equivalent. It's not right on top of each other. That one looks good. Number 2. Number 3 looks good. Number 4 looks good. So I believe this one looks good. Why does it look good? Because if I would have shrunk it, look where it is. It's way up there. It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. But then when I go to here and I press my house and I bring it down like this and I enlarge it like that, and which one was the one? Letter C?
Yeah.
You see how it overlaps right on top of each other? It is letter C. And anytime you want to bring it back to normal, just press the house. Good, better, feeling better? Oh, love it. So let me show you the platform. The last 5 minutes, I will show you the platform on the STAAR test. Okay, so we're good for today. I think we did a lot of work. I gave you some problems. The last thing I do want to show you is our platform. So I'm going to go to Google. And the way you search the platform is you always want to go right here. And you want to Google. And all you have to do is put STAAR released. What is it? I forgot. Release test 2025. So it will always take you on to this TA website. You can always go to 2025 and it takes you to the questions, and I want to do high school right here. So I have the 2025 right here. I want to do high school. I'm going to press down here, and you see how it has algebra 1 here? It has the algebra 1 test form. I'm going to press OK, and it will take us to the platform. And if you took the STAAR test, you're going to be familiar with that platform, right? You remember that platform. And you're going to say, okay, this is question number 1. And look where Desmos is hiding here. You see where he's hiding? He's right here. All you have to do is press his calculator. And you see how you have a choice between the TI graphing calculator or the Desmos calculator. Who's our best friend? Desmos. You click on Desmos and he pops out for you. So that is how you access it. And that is how you do this one. Look at that question. It looks complicated, but remember we just did something similar and the little fly is running around. But remember on this one, you change the J's to X's. You change the K's to X's. You change them all to X's and you match it. That's it. That's how if you get to practice on them, you'll be able to do it. So the Desmos is right there. You just have to learn how to manipulate it. Then you have to save. Let's say the answer is C, which I know it is C because I've done this problem so many times. All you do, I'm going to get rid of Desmos. You're going to save it, and then you're going to go on to the next one, and they're going to give you number 2. And the strategy that I would use here is I would do the ones I know how to do, and then you always want to guess on every single one of them. You always, no matter whether it's hard, you always want to put an answer because it's better that you might get lucky and get it right. But do the ones you know first, and like, look, look what number 3 is. I know there's one like that. We know how to do that. That's easy. So it's just a matter of just practicing. If I look, this is a 25 release test. Some of you might say, oh, that's complicated. No, I'll pass. I can't see that one. I'll pass. And then you get to this one. Oh, wow, this is a table. I know how to do a linear table. I know how to put that into Desmos. So you do the ones you know how to do, get them correct. And then the other ones, you try your best. Try to get Desmos to get an answer. If you don't let Desmos get an answer, then you just do the best you can and get an answer on every single one. And the last thing to wrap up for today is just to show you my YouTube. So the way you will go to my YouTube and you can take a picture of this. Anytime that you need to practice, you just go to youtube.com. Everybody knows how to do YouTube, right? Okay. So you go to YouTube, right here, YouTube, and I search Math with Michael, and I will leave it up there so you can take a picture with it.
I'm already subscribed.
Math, I didn't even write it down right. Math with Michael. And then I have all my STAAR prep. You see, you'll know it's mine because it has a duck and a balloon. So if you're with a duck and a balloon and a party hat because it's his birthday every day of the year, 365 days a year, it's his birthday every day. So all you do is click on there, and anything that has STAAR prep, this will take you through the step. Like the 1 through 60, that one, I did every single problem. But I wouldn't worry about like understanding everything because it could not because we haven't done domain, we haven't done range. Like you only got a glimpse of everything. So I would just say do the problems you know. If you need to learn how to do Desmos, it's my basics of Desmos. Any of these, I had a student in the morning that had a husband that was in my class, but he couldn't come. And she said, I put him to watch your videos every day. And guess what, Mr. Ocaña? He passed. It's like, wow, okay, that's good. So anything that has STAAR will help you practice. So all these videos, you see how I do a side by side with Desmos, and I would just pause the video, try it, and then some of these are complicated, so I wouldn't go into that much, but anything that has calculator skills that has STAAR, that is good for you to do. Anything that doesn't have STAAR is not good. So make sure you take a picture of this right here so you can practice whenever you want to practice. And I think you did amazing. I'm so proud of you. We're doing good. So let me do that for those students that didn't.